Let's go for a monarchy now. Yay, I'm a king. Autocratic legacy is giving my capital just a little bit of a boost. I don't think this is going to be a card we want to keep for very long, but it's giving me some stuff, so I'll take it for now. Limes is good. We'll take maritime industries just for a bit. Oh no, retainers for a bit of happiness. Let's take a little bit of happiness. Everyone deserves a little bit of happiness, including me. And then scripture for the extra faith per turn. We're up to 100 faith per turn now. By turn 100, which is lovely. Oh, I'm going to lose this unit, aren't I? Never mind. We tried to get across the sea. It didn't work. Actually, that's the first government in the world, so we don't even need to get the boat this age. Perfect stuff. That's what we like to see. Goodbye, kind sir. You enjoy peace at the bottom of the ocean. It's the only place I can offer. Celestial navigation. 1 turn for harbors. How am I doing on the old science race with this Deity plus AI? Oh yeah, I'm still last. I'm on 20, Scythia's on 22, Egypt on 22, Persia's on 22, Babylon's on 35. Apart from Babylon, you know what? We're doing okay. I mean, it's like saying, apart from the fact that I'm missing an arm, I don't feel that injured. But you know, it's fine. There's military engineering. Oh, you know what? Actually, scrap that. Let's find NITA. That sounds wonderful. And let's get this industrial zone sorted in my capital as quick as we can, please. I reckon before the age, this age finishes, I might just go and spread my religion to a few people. And I mean, Scythia has barely any population at all. I don't know what Scythia is doing right now, but they are losing badly to someone. I think I'm going to go and spread my religion over to Persia. So let's just quickly pick up an apostle. While it's got 5 charges, I can use Yerevan to give it the triple strength in other people's civilizations. We can just go from there. Uh-oh, this free city now has a crossbow. That doesn't sound fun. Can I pick up Kilwa, I wonder? Can't do it in my capital, but I could do it somewhere like Kish or Larak. Tempting, isn't it? Very tempting. I could rush Forbidden City as well. Let's get Celestial Navigation, but I can get 1 pillage out of this free city, so I shall. Bam. Oh, that's pretty decent. We didn't quite get to 100 science by turn 100, by the way, but we got pretty close. I'm taking that. Golden Age, Medieval Era, huzzah! Now, I wonder what Babylon and Egypt are going to get up to. Egypt, alas, has stayed golden, but Babylon is now normal, which means they may lose even more cities to me. I like that a lot. We're going to flip now from Exodus to Monumentality because I'm now going to start turning my faith into settlers. We currently have 7 cities on the map and an ability to get an extra population every time we settle something. So my intention, ideally, would be to get about 15 cities out this age and to overtake Persia. Persia's by far got the most cities here. I reckon we can overthrow them. 3 era score from an industrial zone being completed in Uruk already. Look at that. We're happy to see this, and +6 theatre square. Again, we like to see that as well. How many writers got taken last age? 4 of them, with the 5th in classical era. Luckily for me, the AI did an absolute blinder for me and took all of the classical era great writers, which is just what we want to see. It's wonderful. It means they're all in the game, and I can buy all of the great works of writing slightly later on. How much is a settler? 320 faith. So at the moment, we can get one every 3 turns. I keep on my faith income. That will just get better and better and better. Speaking of, my gold goes into temples to generate faith. My faith generates new cities. It's a good little combo. One that I cannot lie. It is very fun. Let's get military tactics quickly. Just pillage my way through that one. I'm going to lose that war chariot, but it got a turn's worth of extra science for me, so I really can't complain. Oh, I just picked up a builder. I think that was from a tribal hut over here. Again, I've discovered a lot of the map right now. Not a single barbarian outpost, so nothing for me. Gotta keep looking. Actually, let's just look instead for tribal villages. Anything that hasn't been picked up yet. Oh yeah, one down there by Mogadishu. Down we go. Okay, the Mayans are over in this direction. We should find them soon. Speaking of, I think she'll like me because I'm nowhere near her, but we'll just test that theory out. We can, however, do some voting. I think we should vote for my religion, seeing as it's the only religion that exists in the game. And I'll go for scientific city-states because I found more of those than anything else right now, so the chances are people will vote for them. No! Industrial city-states. My religion's actually super strong right now, which is awesome. We'll keep an eye out for people gaining profits. I don't think anyone's got any cheeky profits anywhere, and apart from Egypt. So somebody I haven't met. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Vilnius, by the way, is going to be very interesting because I've already got a +4 theatre square. Then I'll get a +6. That means that when they start increasing by 50% my adjacency for alliance level based theatre square buffs, that gets really good really quickly. Oh, I never actually look to see where my Niter was. Oh, some under the Colosseum, some under a holy site, and some in the middle of my cities over in this direction. Interesting. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so we've got lots of Niter. I just sold it for quite a bunch. I was like, where is all this money coming from? But that makes a lot of sense. I would love to get to this little island. Looking at it and thinking about it, look at that. 2 sources of Niter and jade over here. Oh, yeah, that is a nice place indeed. So I'm just going to pick up a settler in this city, and I might just go and like lurk it around here and see if we can go and settle it. Might be a few turns before we arrive, but I think if we can, it will definitely be worth it. This is going to give my capital quite a bit of population. 2 rainforest chops. Look at that. Beautiful. Theatre Square is now finished. Yeah, you know what? We've actually got a lot of infrastructure in this city now. Let's build the workshop, then the amphitheatre. Almost at 100 science per turn. Almost. Oh, I have so many industrial zones that are all being finished now, and we've just taken over one of Babylon's cities with gypsum and iron and a campus. The campus is on fire, but that wasn't my fault. No, I'm sure it's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Right, settler, off you go. Oh yeah, if I can get that double source of Niter on that little island. Goodness me, that'll be helpful. Now, what is going to happen to this city? Babylon will lose this city as well, which is great. I need more population in this city if I'm going to capture it. However, I mean, if this isn't a Petra city, I don't know what is. And to be fair, I probably just don't know what is. I could probably save up for enough to get a Theodore and rush it through. That would suddenly make this city really good, and it would put a lot of population pressure on other surrounding cities. I tell you what, it's very tempting. It's very, very tempting. We'll kind of keep an eye on that. Oh, my apostle's slowly making its way over to go and see Persia. 26 science per turn I'm getting. Oh yeah, and my religion is really starting to spread around now, which is awesome. Oh no, Petra's just been finished. Okay, literally the turn I said about it. Petra has been finished. Ah, Mayans, they heard me do that. They were like, oh, you want to do a thing, do you? Nope. So you can actually see between Egypt and Babylon, they are the domestic tourist leaders at the moment, which is a really, really good sign. But my 45 per extra tourism per turn with some of these people is beginning to slowly get my first tourists. Now, the only problem is that I still haven't met anybody. Actually, no, Scythia does have this great work of writing, but the other person, whoever it is in the game that I haven't met, they have all of the great writers at the moment. Who's this? Ethiopia will be one of them. I've got to go meet them so I can take all the great works of writing. I mean, buy them. Sorry, a bit of a slip there. I wouldn't steal great works from Ethiopia. No. 15 population city in Uruk and an amphitheatre well on the way. I'm expecting. What are we going to do after that though? Foreign Ministry, Grandmaster's Chapel, Intelligence Agency. All of these very good buildings. I might need something with my faith later in the game, but Babylon already gets that ability. Sorry, Sumeria gets that ability because we can purchase siege equipment and melee units with faith. Like later on, that's pretty useful. So I think Grandmaster's Chapel would probably be wasted on me. Foreign Ministry would give me more diplo favor and let me levy city-states a bit more. City-states do have some pretty impressive troopage, but I might just go Intelligence Agency so I can start stealing gold. That's probably the better use for me. Oh, Babylon has just built a wonder for me. Literally, that is right where I'm gonna steal this city from you, friend. That's wonderful, thank you. Guilds, perfect. Retainers is really doing nothing for me, but craftsmen, that is 11 production extra per turn. Not a big deal, but it will add up quickly, don't you worry. We've got scripture, we've got serfdom, we've got autocratic legacy. These are all fun things that we enjoy having. Let's get Vilnius. Again, I'm on 91 culture per turn, but now that's 99 culture per turn because you can see we've gone, this +6 is now worth 9. Theatre Square adjacency 9. Oh, that was my capital grow, if nothing else. Also lets me explore around Vilnius a bit. Jerusalem, perfect. That helps my religion spread even more, but just one envoy there gives me another 8 faith per turn. We'll get the temple one as soon as we can. Arsavi is finally selling their great works of writing. Perfect. We'll keep an eye on that one. But each one is worth 2 science for me, as well as all of the culture and tourism per turn. So that's lovely. One more city down to the south. It's a -3 city, apparently, but we should be able to send some amenities down there quickly. Get myself a builder. Yeah, that's all lovely. And I just realized that there's quite a few cities that don't have monuments, so I'm tempted just to pick those up in the cities. It could be worth getting amphitheaters instead. Good thing about monuments is that they're super cheap and they add up across my empire. So yeah, I'm on 103 culture per turn. Sometimes it's worth doing other things with your gold, but this is often a really good thing that just helps your culture per turn grow. Yeah, massive. That was about 15 to 20% extra for me there. I probably should have bought it in this city as a priority, but never mind. Hello, so you visit Persia? Yeah, I was going to say Scythia, but there's the vivid green of Persia. I love that color. Have some citizens that now follow Gilgabro Strikes Back. It's like sort of not the first movie in a series, but maybe the second. It's quite good. It's well worth the watch. So Brussels has just formed. Oh, I think Brussels may have been someone's city. Oh, I've been told about this happening. If you are in the spawn point when a foreign civilization appears, then that's bad news for you because it will just appear and take out whatever was in that area. I'm not looking forward to that at all. Let's get Liang in now. It's wonderful, and I think we're going to spy on Egypt. It's just, they're right there. Might as well have some fun with them. I just realized I sent it over to Egypt without really looking at what they had in that city. No commercial hub. Oh, I should have sent it to this one. All right, we can always have a play with that in a second. What's my capital going to do now? It's happy. It's plump. It's big. I don't really want to eat through its population by doing anything silly. Can we get a couple of industrial zone projects? It might be a good, it might not be a bad idea actually. Or pump through some builders? Go for a couple of industrial zone projects. Let's do that. Oh, actually, no. Rumi, this is somebody who gives double strength great works. Theatre Square festivals it is. I would love to get Rumi. It's medieval fairs. I'm going to go diplomatic service now because Visselbanken is always a joy when you send trade routes. I mean, unfortunately, I'm trading with Egypt, and Egypt are the one people that don't like me, but never mind. I'm sending a settler over to go and grab this little Niter island. I feel like defensively it gives me good control over this bay just in case I ever wanted to spread out. So I feel like it's a really good place to have a city. Probably not worth it, but we're going to say it is for now. There goes Geneva over to the north again. Civil war erupts. I have a feeling that Scythia has lost a couple of these cities. Scythia probably didn't have a very good spawn, but what can you do? We're not going to concern ourselves with these sort of things. I've got workshops appearing everywhere. We've got engineers. I'm really not having to get any campuses down at all. Just this little bit of science that's just trickling in. Just gives me a little bit here, a little bit there. This city that I stole from Babylon, that has been massively helpful as well. I can't lie. We're now focusing on getting this right. If we can pick up Rumi, oh my lord, that would be helpful. Okay, Egypt is only -8 with us now. I don't mind that. That's fine. I'm actually going to send them open borders and give them a gift of, like, furs. I'll take 50 gold from them, but that's pretty good, and that should mean they're going to like me now. Oh, if we can get Egypt on side, that means I can trade with an ally. We can get ourselves a little bit more safety and security on my own continent. I think I'll like that a lot. Still getting monuments, by the way. Actually, when I do that, I immediately see a shrine that I should have been building, but, it's all pretty good for now. Oh, yeah, look at that, cigarettes. These things just give a little bit of faith, but an extra immunity to cities, and it's very, very handy. Diplomatic service is looking very nice. Egypt is deciding that they now like me, which is wonderful. So I'm going to stick Visselbanken in. Oh, no, I don't need it right now. Let's put Merchant Confederation in, but we'll keep an eye on Visselbanken. I do like the idea of trading with Egypt very thoroughly, and Rumi is now within 1 turn of being captured. Oh, good work, capital. That is brilliant. I'm actually just about to make an alliance with Egypt now, aren't I? Oh, fine. I'll move to Persia. What can we do? Steal from... campus is probably the one place we can go. Steal boost to rifling. Oh, exciting stuff. And my religion is taken hold nicely over there as well. Unknown player has met. Yeah, they've got a competitive religion with me now. So I'm not the only religion on the block anymore. Not a problem, though. Not a problem. I feel like we're just going to hold off. I'm still getting settlers every now and then. We are settling. I'm up from 7 cities to 9. There's my 10th. There's my 11th down there. And I've just picked up my 12th. So we are getting there slowly. And here is Rumi. So these great works they were introduced in one of the updates that came along sort of towards the end of Civ's life. And those great works have 4 culture per turn rather than 2 and 4 tourism per turn rather than 2. It's just, there's like 3 of the writers, all the ones introduced in that pack. They just give you double. So you might as well grab them. That's what I say. Civil engineering has been boosted, which is delightful. Urk is now on 16 population as well, which means I can think about upgrading it slightly. And I'm just looking at all of the wonders that I could build. There's a couple of harbour related ones like Mausoleum, which I would love, but I can't build here. It's too far away from the sea, Urk, so I can't get Kilwa in this city. I've got no desert for Sankor. I've got no woods next to my holy site for Mahobodhi Mahobodhi. Yeah, I really put my holy site kind of out the way, which doesn't help. Casa next turn, actually. I could build Casa on that tile, I believe. I like that. That's not a bad idea. Should we get a campus up? I'm not really focusing on campuses, but my capital could get one. Or I could get a diplomatic quarter. Actually, that would get me more envoys, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, let's just pop that one down. I think it actually gives a bit more adjacency to that theatre square, doesn't it? It will do shortly. Yeah, no, so that works well. Okay, perfect. Oh, there's a lighthouse bow. Amazing. That gives a little bit more food. And I can now build mausoleum. It's a very painfully long build, but it is a build. And I could get a Theodore next turn, actually, and rush it through, which is sort of tempting. Oh, Egypt. Egypt beat me to the punch. They knew exactly what I was up to there. That's frustrating. I got stuck for about 5 turns behind all of these ancient man-at-arms. That cost me dear. All right, no worries. There's a good deer tile that I could go and make a little forward base on this island, so I think that's where we'll go instead. But yeah, that's frustrating. You know when you see something that changes your plans immediately? I'm sorry, what's going on down here? This is the Icelandic volcano, isn't it? Oh, there's Ethiopia. Honored to meet you. You were not doing anywhere near as well as I thought you'd be doing with 11,000 gold. Only 1 city and 5 population. Blimey. Yeah, you've done badly. Very badly. Although you do have a bunch of great works of writing, but you've only put 1 down. I'm going to send you a resident embassy and then hopefully try and figure out where on earth you are. No, I'll send them friendship. No, hang on. Right, let's do this. We can do this. Send them a bit of a gift. They will like that. Hopefully they will send me friendship in a second. But yeah, no, I want their stuff. Cartography means we can move over the oceans now, which is very handy. But there's a diplomatic quarter. So my capital, I'm just going to treat it to the consulate. Don't forget, with autocratic legacy, that's 1 of every guild every time I put one of these buildings down. So that makes me very happy. There's Casa as well. I'm going to have to remove a mine to put that one down. But Casa's a wonderful wonder, and it will give me a bunch of governors. It will help me to spread across onto other continents. Yeah, there's the volcano as expected. You know what? We're going down here. It's happening. I'm going to put some cities down in this area. Like, how would you ever try not to? It's too good. It's going to have to be a Liang city though, isn't it? Because that's going to absolutely burn as soon as it erupts again. So that is a settler, and I need to make sure that we've got a caravel going in a second as well, because I saw some barbs lurking in that area and they will attack me as soon as I step out, no doubt. Mysterious Island City. It's on Nita. That's literally the kind of only reason I built it out here. Can't even put a holy site out, but it's not a problem. It's just a trading base. Helps me to trade with everybody, helps me to send fleets out from this area. It's more of a defensive. This feels like the very English thing to be doing, just claiming random islands and strategic locations and then building settlements on them. It's how we build an empire, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. Oh, I've just discovered painfully that this city is going to flip to Egypt of all people. Dear oh dear oh dear, we don't like that. 68 strength and line inventory though. Oh, Babylon has left a lot of troops there. Don't think I can really break through that, but we'll keep an eye out. We might be able to do something. Oh, barbarians live there. Right, in we go. Let's just kill it quickly and bam, 75 gold and 20 gold. Is that all I got? Come on, I wanted population or a relic or something. Never mind. Well, hey, add this to the bingo card. Ursa actually puts a dam down and it works. It's rare, but when you see it, it's glorious. Humanism. Now, humanism is one of my favorite cards because it does some really sneaky good things. Autocratic legacy is so good. But now I want invention from... Oh, it's wonderful. 4 engineer points per turn and another 2 for every workshop. I think I've got at least 3 workshops, so that's worth 10 engineer points per turn. To say it is effective would be understatement. We'll have to put it instead of autocratic legacy for now, but I want to get that card back up as soon as I can, ideally. Here is a caravel, my first ship, that I am now going to hopefully just escort this settler over. Babylon has probably found this wonder and they're going straight for it, but I'm going to claim it first if I can. Oh, I meant the culture city-state that gives me culture every time I make a building. That's really good. If I can get Kilwa in the same place, that would be awesome. I didn't manage to get the engineer I was after, but I did get the next best one. In fact, actually better is Imhotep. So Imhotep should be able to finish the mausoleum and then build me another wonder from there, hopefully in my capital. But we'll work out as we go. I don't particularly need James of St. George, so I might let James of St. George go, but I could do with Bisheng, because having 2 extra districts in my capital with Pingala in there, now that That would be effective. Come on, Imhotep. Rush it. There we go. Mausoleum. Okay, 1 science, 1 faith, and 1 culture on all coast tiles. That would have been slightly useful in a better city, admittedly, but it's the engineers have an additional charge. It effectively makes this wonder free, which is wonderful, but later in the game, those engineer charges are going to be vitally important, so we'll keep an eye out for those where we can. I can immediately get Kilwa building as well. Now, I like that as an idea a lot, and I'm tempted to plonk it on this tile over there, although admittedly these tiles to the sort of south are better. Ura's got 14 production. Kisha's got 21. Actually, you know what? I might build Kilwa over here if there is a valid tile. There is a valid tile over there, so I won't build Kilwa in this city. Let's do something different. I could build Hagia Sophia. Oh, no, that's not a bad idea. I probably could build Mahobodhi if I had a temple in this city, so let's get the temple. Too many things to do, but they're all good things, and that's why I'm very excited about this. Industrialization just boosted because I got 2 workshops, so I've now got 3. Oh, this is really good. I was on 14 engineer points per turn. I think that's going to take me to 20 points per turn. I love it. You love it. A heavy industrial workshop zone run. Using my science from other places to kind of just balance out the fact that I'm not really generating a huge amount of my own science. It's lovely. You know what, Ethiopia? I'm going to give you a religious alliance because it actually makes my religion more powerful later down the line. I'll give the Mayans a cultural alliance because, like, I feel like this continent would be really good to settle on. Abbas Abadar. Right, why have you not settled out anymore, Ethiopia? What is going on? You've got 9,000 gold. They're just sat there doing nothing. It's very unusual. Like, I don't know what's going on in the AI, but something's not quite right with Ethiopia. Everyone else is doing fine. Something's stuttering, I think. I couldn't help myself. I know it's right under a volcano and misspells death for everyone, but that is a 9 food tile that I can settle on the top of. I refuse not to. I say, burn me, world. I dare you. I dare you. Every morning, I stand in the middle of my city staring up at the volcano, screaming, go on then. I dare you. It's the only way to be. I'm sure it won't go wrong. Liang is moving in. I'm going to put reinforced materials into that city. It still means I get population loss, I believe, but hopefully everything else won't burn every time the volcano goes off. Hunza has appeared. All the city-states are appearing, but I haven't really found any of them right now. There's Mahobodhi Temple, which I'm going to rush through with Imhotep. I thought it was a really good use of the charge. 2 extra apostles. I can use 1 for an inquisition. Go from there. Oh, Bisheng. Somebody just bought out an engineer. Who was that? Oh, Mayans, you've made this complicated. I'm going to have to burn a bunch of faith next turn to make sure I get Bisheng. I really need that in my capital. 1 more city, though. Again, this is my little forward outpost now in Nippur. Just means that I've now got a city the other side of this continental mass and I can go and explore and settle around Ethiopia. If they refuse to, then, you know, I'll do it instead. Industrialization. Excellent. Babylon was here way before me, but now I can put factories down, which is going to massively spike my production. Hugely spike it. We like this a lot. Got a few more envoys as well. Where do I put them? 1 into Jerusalem. Absolutely. That means my temples get a little bit more faith, which is great. I'm going to hold on to the other 2 for now. I've got plans, but I don't want to be using them just yet. Ah, no, I knew that would happen. Babylon just stole Bisheng. I didn't have enough gold to force them through. That is frustrating. That would have been 2 more districts in my capital. To be fair, it can't really do a huge amount with them, but we'll just have to grow it out manually. Still, it's annoying. It's more room for other things, like districts. I said districts, wonders. Districts is the one thing I can't build now, but never mind. Oh, actually, look, people like this turn were offering me trades. These trades weren't around last turn, so I would have actually had enough gold to buy him out. Oh, that's frustrating. That's almost a go back a turn and do that, but nope, I refuse. We roll with the punches. Oh, where's my coal, by the way? Some over in my new city. That's lovely, and some over there as well. Having at least 1 source of coal is very handy, because the amount of times you don't spawn with any and you sort of look at the map and go, really? Really? Was that what we're doing today? Mahobodhi Temple, 2 diplomacy points, 2 apostles, and more importantly, some era score, which is kind of what we're going for here. Era score, I'm just going golden to golden to golden. I can't believe we got golden classical age. This works really well. And yep, we're going to just be pushing through. These two apostles are looking lovely. They've got Yerevan promotions, so of course they can do anything I want them to. I'm tempted to send at least one over to deal with Ethiopia's religion, which actually I will do. Hang on, let's just give you the 75% removal thing, send you over, and this one I will launch an Inquisition with for some era score again. Don't mind me if in Uruk I get a factory. Oh yeah, more production coal power is up next. May I just say, I am massively enjoying this playthrough so far. Building up an empire and letting it spread across the world as the world kind of kicks into action has been really satisfying. But so is the way that I'm just watching my science climb, but I haven't really done anything to do that, apart from I'm getting 50 science now per turn from my religion. That's big. I've obviously got my unique improvement down in places, giving me little bits of science here and there. I've got farms giving me a little bit of science here and there as well, just little tidbits. I am focusing now on great people slots. We need to see if we can get some relics. I'm looking to industrialize Uruk, if I can get a coal power plant in. We've got Casa, and then Ruhr Valley is just about ready to get plonked down as well. That's brilliant. And I need to go and get coal. There's some coal over there, coal over there. I had some coal over on this coast as well, so we're going to get settling. Man, this game, I have really, really enjoyed this setup so far. And yep, I'm going to keep this friendship going with Babylon because honestly, I do not want to fight them. And here is my own coal as well. Perfect. That's one source and I had a second source down here. Lovely. Oh, look at that. 7 production on one tile. Beautiful. That is a era score giving harbor. Where did that get plumped down? Oh, down in this city. Lovely. Hey, that's a lot of extra gold per turn. We'll take that lighthouse up there to get myself a trade route. I was just having a look at my tourists. We are starting to get a little bit of tourism now, but if I'm going to start to rival people, I'm going to need to start trading with them. There's still quite a few unmet players. It's going to be a little bit of time until the last people get pumped into this game, but that should be fine. There's a second apostle. I did end up getting a second one. One has triple strength. One has the ability to remove. Let's just go and nip this religion in the bud. I see a few comments here and there saying, oh, Ursa, like religious victories are so easy. Like the AI just doesn't play religion very well. It's true. The AI doesn't play religion very well, but you must remember as well, I am being an absolute pain. What I'm doing is specifically knocking out religions before they can even get going. Like, that is a very deliberate tactic from me. I'm not letting the AI play well with religion. It's kind of only half their fault. Good fun to see, though. Very good fun to see. Do I want friendship with Egypt? Yes, I do want friendship with Egypt because I was going to get some good trade routes going to them. I think Persia are very, very, very much looking like a target for conquest here. I'm very tempted to go after Persia. We'll see. See if I get tempted by it going forward. I do like getting tempted by the occasional war. You know me. Oh, good. Fantastic budget for coal. Great. This is going to pay for most of my empire now. Enough gold in all of a sudden to get the coal power plant. 10 extra production in this city. Beautiful. That'll finish Casa nice and quickly, and then Ruhr Valley will hit from there very fast. That is the second flood in 2 turns that I have mitigated. Oh, the smugness is incredible. Casa, that gives me 3 governor promotions, which is awesome because every governor I have in a city gives a bunch of housing and amenities, so we like that. But now I can make trading posts which have 15% production, faith, and gold if I slam a governor in another continent. So that in itself is very exciting. Now, unfortunately, a lot of my cities are all on the named American continent. I only have this one city of Nippur, but it's okay. We'll start to spread out eventually. More importantly, if I just whop out Moksha, I'm going to put Moksha into Eridu because, again, nice big city. It needs all of the amenities and housing. I have 2 governor titles. Let's give provision to Magnus. Very important that I have that, so I can now spread settlers out a little bit faster. And we'll go Pingala for curator so that I get a bunch more tourism from all of the great works in my capital. Oh look, I've actually got myself more slots now. Good stuff. Let's see what the market is looking like for great works of writing. Ethiopia is really, really expensive on these. Oh boy. Well, they are very good great works. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll hang on. I may buy those from you. I may just use a spy to steal them, to be honest. Oh no, I can't. I'm allied to them. I'll figure something. Here's printing, and I have 95 tourism per turn now. That's good. That means I'm getting 130 per turn with Egypt, with open borders and a trade route. They're still getting a domestic tourist every turn. I reckon, if I do the maths, if I've met everybody, I need to get 200 tourism on average with every single player, whilst Egypt has 100 culture per turn. So I need to meet everybody, and I need to get my tourism up a little bit higher just to be treading water. Nice to see it. It's a really, really cool mod, this one. Very, very interesting. Very easy to look at what I'm leaving on the table in terms of like, you don't have open borders. Fine. Now that I have printing, again, I'm very tempted to go for steam power because I love railroads. Don't have any encampments at the moment, but I love railroads. How many times can I avoid it? Do I get 2 shipyards? Let's at least do a little bit of... no. Come on. Castles, stirrups. These are good techs to have. Okay, my spy is ready to go. 8 turns. It's boosted. Let's go for a tech steal. See if we can pull that off. And then we can breach a dam. I'm not picky. I'll breach a dam as a way to spend the afternoon. It's fine. Look at that. 2 farms now next to my ziggurat. Another science per turn. Oh, yeah, lovely stuff. Who's this? A great writer. It's my own great writer. Fantastic. Actually, I had a little bit of space here, so don't forget, each great work of writing gives me science as well as the tourism. So that's brilliant. World Congress time! If we can build units faster, I should be able to get a bit of a navy going, and let's go melee units. Oh no, hang on, heavy cavalry, because our chariots are still just shooting around the world pointlessly. Recon. Wow, I've never seen recon go through. That's incredible. Okay, fine. We've got 8 points. Colonialism is finished as well. This gives me Raj, which is better than Merchant Confederation in my book because I get the science, culture, and faith from it as well. Scripture is the extra faith I need at the moment because of monumentality. I'm wondering though whether or not to get rid of scripture and to put in the wonder building at the moment because I've got a couple of wonders being built across my empire. I could have it argued either way. Autocratic legacy in my capital also would be probably a better boost of stuff. Let's put that in. Yeah, I don't like getting rid of the faith. Oh, actually, look, that actually only just took me 2 faith per turn down with that combination of card switches, so got away with that nicely. 195 science per turn on turn 132. Or, considering how much I'm avoiding campuses, this is proving brilliant. Oh, well, I don't have the wonder card in. I'm probably not going to put it in. I was waiting on Imhotep, but let's just use last charge of Imhotep. There was no other ancient or classical era wonder that I could get that the AI hadn't already got, so rushing it on Kilwa will do. Not optimal, but Kilwa's so good. You know, anything that gets me that has got to be a good play. And even better, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 into Yerevan and 1, 2, 3 into Jerusalem, because now my watts are worth another 6 faith per turn. I've got one in my capital, which is really good, but now they would be worth, I have to let the sort of turn go through. 9 faith per turn once they're, yeah, I mean, they're really, really good buildings. I'm not going to use my faith for that for the next 9 turns, because we're still getting settlers. I've got a nice little steady train of them popping out now, which is good. Just met Geneva. That's quite fun. They are under siege from Scythia. That's not ideal for their long-term health, I'll give them that, but 15% extra science? Now that would be something really good. I'm not at war at the moment, so Geneva's bonus would be fairly useful for me. I will do my best not to forget about that. I'm just starting to pop out settlers absolutely everywhere I can right now. Oh dear. I did end up taking the food away from this city just a little bit. Moksha, yeah, I'm going to have to move you over just to give you the loyalty. You'll get a Casa benefit as well, so it's not the end of the world, but that's not ideal. Never mind, let's move the builder over. I'm moving this settler to this little bit just by Scythia. I want a little outpost on their island because there's coal and niter right in range of an area with no loyalty pressure, which I like the sound of massively. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Socrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalek, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trailmix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby. Thank you all for your support and for everyone for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye!